Merry Christmas. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not Christmas. Hold on a second. Mary Jane. But with Mary Jane, there's a clause. The Santa Placenta clause. That what was sent to the cent, the only thing that you have within your own mind, and it's not worth 2 cents. So maybe it's worth 1 cent, because that's the expression, keep your mouth shut. It ain't worth 2 cents. If it ain't worth 2 cents, don't bother speaking it. The people who make me think I'm not feeling good and I'm sick are those who never watch my videos. But you can't, how do you say someone is sick because he has an imagination? Do I believe in the word that there's a chance that I'm completely sick? Meaning, can't think straight. Everything I'm saying is wrong. Well, first of all you have to know is one thing. A is all you need to say. I am not injuring, torturing, taking things away from people, disturbing other people's lives. But that's what I say. Others can say different. Those who say I'm ill based on, I mean, it's retarded. I go over to this person's house and I make a choice. They go, oh shit, you're sick. You didn't get better. You're sick. No one would make that choice. Well, that's the way it is. I'm in the hospital and sitting down, and this gentleman walks in that I know very well, and the doctor says to the gentleman, what do you think? The gentleman never spoke to me. He looked at me. Of course I was sick looking. Okay, not eating, okay, but was I sick? What do you hear? Because of the way I think, this other gentleman now says, now this gentleman and his wife both think I'm sick. So when I'm there, they don't treat me like I'm sick. But the minute I say something that they don't perhaps go along with, then I'm sick. But if I tell them I don't want to be cheated out of this, this, and that, they tell me you're a pig. 2014. 5 by 4, 9 and 5 is Einstein. 5 times 4 is 54 is the sun. 9 times 6 is 54. 13 and 13 comes in the doghouse. You see the way you have to go 2 high and then you have to go 2 over? The X you can write in the same box. The 1 has to be split between 2 sides. Well, and the V only has 2 arrows up. 2 up here, 1 up over here? No. Isn't there a line that goes all the way to the top? No. The only time there's a line is when the V shows up and the 1 shows up. When you put a line over this and you turn it sideways, this will be D and this will be H. And that'll be 48, 48 Super Bowl. MM, 13 and 13, 24X, 1 equals 9, V equals 22, 26, 50, 63. 63. Isn't it funny? 22 minus the 1 before it, because the 22nd letter minus the 9 letter equals 13. There's 3 13s in here, hidden in front of the V. Area used. X marks the spot. X marks the spot because there's a spot, and the only way to get a spot in the center without using a line is to create an X and using that spot. Okay? It's from within the center that you stretch out your arms. Doesn't matter how far the lines would go at the X, because this is part of the matrix. As long as you're in the center over here, you're going to pick up through everything that goes down and over the center. At the same time, 13 and 13M is 26 plus 24. X plus 9 plus 22. 9 and 22 is 31. M 31, 13. 13, 31. This is 13. But when I do V plus I, this becomes 31. 31, 13. 11 times 11 times 11 times 11. The average of the above and below of 31 of 63, 72, 81 equals to 81 Venus. 2014 equals to 81 Venus. 63, it's 3 times 72. Why? Because take this instead of a minus, make it a plus. 22 and 9 is 31. 41, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57 in the year 5775. 57 and 24 is 81. 3 times 72 average is 222 times 8 equals 1776. If we go and we use 2014, 2014, 5 and 8 is 13, 5 and 4 is 9, 22V gives you 1 life. No, 3 and 4 is 7, 7, 9, 13, 1 and 3 is 4, 7, 4, and 9. The 9 lives of the cat. 47 is the Einstein theory. It is an expansion of some kind of space, and it's the, how can I explain it? It's like, give me a cup, I'll fill it halfway with water, it'll rock and roll, and you won't be able to think properly. Adding something onto our mind of thought. But this is 2014. 60 seconds is the time. 1 is the AC/DC. This is the sun, and this is the angel. Angel, sun, hookup, connection, and the time we run the E-worlds. E4, orange. Orange, clockwork, orange. 8 and 4 and 4 is 13. 8 and 8, sorry, is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. 5, 10, 13, and 6 is 19. 19 is the connection of the moon. 19, 19, 19. Okay? 1 and 9 is 10. 1 and 0 is 1. We can also go 107 because it's 10. Somehow this number gets 1 number. This number will get 2 numbers. This number maybe will be valued to take 3 numbers. Okay? Do you understand? This is in the second position. Maybe I can move it over a whole position. I count this one in its own. Okay? Always the far right in its own. Always the far left in its own. Everything else, okay, expand. You follow me? Make this 107 because there's 2 rows, make it 3. Now I'm not sure if there's 3 rows to make it 4, but 17 is a special number. 1 equals to 34. 7 equals to 65, and 34 is 99. This is the queen. Okay? The queen at 99, to the 13 worlds, because it's the 2 world, it's the 13 world. This is up and down in the center, 2, 5, and 8. Okay? You would end up with 44, and 99 is 13, 13. Same thing again, 2000. If you take 2014 and add onto it, okay, what its Roman numeral value is on its highest and on its lowest, it would be 72 would be the average, it would be 2086. 2086 equals 2024, which is 20 and 24, which is 44. 2086, Denver Broncos. 6886, Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks, I don't remember. Seattle, 19 and 6 is 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 76, 77, and 5 is 82. Seahawk. 19, 24, 25, 33, 34, 44, 54, 57, 67, 68. Seattle Seahawks. 51, Area 51. Seattle Seahawks, 78. The brain of the 7th gate, Area 51, Seattle Seahawks. That's what it shows in the numbers. You want to call it a hoax? This comes from number 23 to create this. Excuse me. This comes from number 35. Create this from 35. We are in that segment of 35 right now. 3 times 5, 3 plus 5. 8x is time. From the first second to the last minute to the last second. 1 and 24 says 300, and that's your bowling. 300 equals 366. 3 times 6 times 6 is 108. 10, 8 is JH. It's the maximum you can go. It's you, your body, within your mind. And then you get the 9, JHI. JH and I is 27 red because it's your cardiac, is the way I'm assuming it. So I'm not sure if I showed you the same thing in here. The maximum would have got me 2095, 2095. 9 and 5 is 14. So it comes out to the same thing on the maximum. Now let me go to the 63. It'll be 2077. 2077, 7 and 7 is 14. And 49 equals 63. So it'll be 2063. 3 and 6 is 9. 9 times 3 is 16. It'll be 2027. But I'm giving you too many numbers, and I don't want to do that because I won't be able to explain them all properly. So we're going to leave this the way it is. I'm going to try not to jump around too much. Roman numeral, the maximum amount in Roman numerals that we can use, and you have to understand that over here where the L is, we can put an X right over here. Where the V is, we can put a 1V. I'm not going to put, I can't put D and put a C before it, okay? This is the next letter, this is the next letter, okay? I cannot put, these are the hundreds, it's not the same row. If I put an X before here, what will it say? 90, M, D, how would you say 90? Okay, you would say L, and then over here, L with an X before it would be 100, or would you put C with an X before it, and then it would say 90, okay? But C, I'm not doing that. I'm just doing it because it's a straight 100. Only with the L, 50 is 40. I don't want to go past 100. 10 world is 100. So all I play was this one over here, okay, and this one over here. When you also mark 1,000, you mark a check mark, okay, and you mark 3 numbers in advance. Anyways, we're not using these right now. 1,000, 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, 1,800, 1,850, 1,860, 1,870, 1,885, 1,886, 87, 88, 1888. They said the devil came to this land. If we add up these numbers, 13, 1 and 3 is 4, this is 4. 3, 3, 3, 3, 6, 6, 6, 4, 9, 9, 9. 13, 17, 17, 20, 23, 36, 48. Super Bowl, 50 and above, 50-yard line. And now let's bring X-Man into the stadium. 50, 20, 72. 72 times 5 is 360 degrees. It's one time around. 22 equals 94. 103. 112. 121. What did the Mayan say? 11 times 11 is 121. 121 and 20? No, that's a mistake. 13, because I put this down to the lowest number. 13, 18, 13, 17, 20, 23, 26, 36, 37, 38. Okay, I must have made a mistake. 38 stands for QU, or the Queen. 38. 72 and 38 is 110. 110 stories of the Twin Towers. 110, 122, 131. Now, 131 is something different. I'll explain it after. It's AC/DC. 140, 149. No, I made another mistake, because it's right over here. 13, 4, 3, 3, 3, 12, 24, 24, 24, 22 for V, 9, 9, and 9, 27 and 22. This is 49. This is green eternal 8. This is the heavens you're in. It tells you right here. 72 is the 360 degrees, the formation that you are in, and I'm assuming this is the 3 worlds of 6, 6, and 6. You're only of 1, 6, and then it has to do with your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. I don't know which way it goes. I'm a little tired. I just woke up. 72 and 49. 72, 82, 92, 94, 103, 112, 121. 121, 11 times 11, 121 and 38, 121 and 31, 141 and 51 equals 159. A, E, and I, which is the way the Aleph letter is connected. Minus 33 from this. Why minus 33 from this? 24 and 9 says I'm on the minus side. I minus it, it shows you the dog pounds. But as I add it up, 126 and 1888, 1988, 20 years, 2008, 2014, after I reduce the X and I. 24 and 9 is 33. I is your 9 birth. This is 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, which equals to your 86, the 9 lives of the cat. This is all you need. X1, 1x1, 1, A and J. I and J. Okay, so we did that. Monopoly. D, C, 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 L, X, 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 V1. 686. Let me see. No, excuse me. 686 is the maximum you can get in Monopoly. One of everything. One D, one C, one L, one X, one V, one is 686. Now if you add them all up, again, these three, 72. And 22 is 94. 103. This stands for Mercury. 103, and this is 28. 103, and this is 25. 4, 3, 3, 3, 3. This is man. This is the world man is in, split up between the left side and the right side. That's the way I see it. The DC code, 3 and 4. Earth and Mars, the sandbox. Man's thought, his prism world. Okay. And when you turn every single world, when you turn out from one world, it goes into another world because it's on a triangle. It's on a like this. See the 3 worlds? You do it this way, it's one way, but it's 3. It's 3 walls. But this is also 3 walls. Don't forget. This is also 3 walls like a triangle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 25. 128 equals to 814. 8-way cross. 81 Venus. Venus Mars, the cross on man's back. 8 times 4 is 32, and 12 is 44. 44 Super Bowl space. Don't count the 1. You put the 1 there, you put the 5 there, you put the 9 there. It's all the same thing. Denver equals 68. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. This is the cat. 6 times 8 is 48. Again, the Super Bowl. 6 and 8 is 14 to cross. The total is 62. 62 and 48 equals to 110. Top story of the Twin Towers. 6 and 1 and 2 and 5, which is 2 and 6, the dog pound. Both what you need here to equal to your 77 worlds. Where did I come up with 6 and 1 and 2 and 5? 6 and 2, 6 and 2. You need 5 and 1 and 1. You need 1, 5 and 5, 1. You want to get 1, 5, 5, 1? Why don't you try 47 times 33 and just say Jesus was born that amount of time after Moses, who was 47 times 47, which was 2209. Now, where am I in here? I want to show you something. 2, 5 and 8 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 4 equals 6. 6 equals 52, 7. 8 equals 49. 4, 9 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. So somehow I made a mistake here. In here, I don't know where it is. I have to take a look around. Anyways, irregardless of the mistake, 9 and 4 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. There should have been 4, 6, 7, 4. But I made a mistake for a reason, and I don't know why. But if I leave it like this, this shows you the size of the moon. Because maybe I don't have to show you one of the numbers. Maybe the last number, instead of it being a 4, it should have been a 3. Because it's a 4 over here. So I have to relook at this. But this is what you get with 2, 4, 6, and 8. 2, 4, 6, and 8 equals 20. That's one world. 8, 9, 10, 19. 9 and 1. 5, 6, 12. 5 and 6 is 11. 12 with the carryover. 12 and 9 is 21. 219. 219, this has to do with something to do with the moon cycle, maybe to do with part of what Mars-Venus would be. 21 times 3 times 7 and 3 times 3. That's how it goes. And look, size and the diameter of the moon is 3467. Did you know the size and the diameter of the moon, 3467? Okay, surrounds the number 5 on the keyboard. It does. Just look around and use all the numbers. Write all the numbers down and take a look at the empty spaces, because this is the empty space. Okay, that is created around the 5 key. 8029. Why did I put 8029? Where did 8029 come from? You see 8029? Okay. Eight two nine. 829. 829. 828. In order to get this, you need to use a 2, a 5, or an 8. In order to get this, you need 147. 147 258. The total is 27. The total is 5 and 11. It says man 6 of earth. That's what it says. It says man 6 of earth. Okay. Is it time heaven? Yes. Yes. 2 and 8 is time heaven. So man of earth in time heaven. Time heaven, something to do with his body, and his number 5, maybe his heart, his body and his heart. So we did this, okay, before I jumped over. Remember I jumped over, we got 1888. There was something I forgot to show you. That when you add up 159, which is AE and I, in low shu, this would be 4, 5, and 6. When we add up the 159, 9 and 8 is 17 and 1. 8 and 5 is 13 and 1 is 4. 8 and 1 is 9 plus 1 is 10 is 2047. This is time. This is right now, 2047. When you add up what I didn't add in, because I'm using the totality of what numbers can fit in under 100, if I add up the 33, I get 2080. In French, it said 80, 4 times 20. This says weed. Okay? This is 2 different scenarios. This is 1/4 probably of your spirit, and then this is 4 parts of your totality of your life. Something is outside of this world that's not in this world. It's outside of this world. It's in the thousands. What's in the world is 80. And this is very special because it starts with a Q, in which 8 in French starts with an H. And it also says wheat of the heat of the field. But it says wheat by using an H and not a W. In which the W, when they speak to me, the young kids, they go wani, wani, wani. 2080. Now, if I would take this 2047, okay, in which I got from here, and minus 33, I'd get 2014. See the way I minused it here? I just added it here and minused it here again. I only used up the 126, the dog pound. 8, 8, and 8. Back to Monopoly. Denver Broncos. Did we do the Seattle Seahawks? We came down to the numbers where 6 and 1 was 77. We spoke about it. 0 equals 1.5 times X. 1 equals 34 equals 7. 3 equals 56 equals 2. 5 equals 42 equals 6. 7 equals 65 equals 2. And 9 equals 42 equals 6. 9 and 5 have the same answer. They both mention the cat. They mention the house. This one here and this one here mention us. This one over here mentions Venus. This one mentioned the 7th gate. This is number 7 mentioning Venus of the 7th gate. 6 and 5 is the same thing. 5 and 6, the same numbers. 3 and 7 come together to bring out just one world, the 10 world. 2 and 2 become 4. But you split them up because one is the passage within the 7th gate and one is from the first world. Number 3 is from the first world. This is the second one. They reflect. The 5 is from the first world. The second one they reflect. 42 equals 6. 42 equals 6. Let me bring up just one other piece. 2014, 81. Do you remember this piece? I brought in 1776, 63, 72, 81. 3, 4, 5, 6. It would say 6, and then the other one would say 6 and 7 is 13 and 8 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3. It would say 36. It says creation inside this number. And if you multiply it, okay, I'm not sure which way to go. I do know if you multiply the 72, or if you do add them together, it's 222 times 8. 63 plus 72 plus 81. The total is 222. But the 10-10 world is 8 and 3. 8 and 6 is 14, and 7 is 21. 2 and 1 is 3, and 6. That's creation. We did that. 3 and 6, 6 and 3, 18 and 9, 27 red. 27 red. 8 and 1 is 9 plus 8 equals HI. Everybody says 100. I'll say it again. 9 and 8, 17. 1 and 7 is H. 1 and 7 are the 17th letter equals to the Q. Q gets the U. So when you put it together, these numbers with the average over here, 2014 coming out to the multiple and the addition of 63, 72, 81, 222 times 8 is 1776. But over here it says 100. Why can you do that? Because the 7, okay, there's an expression within the D. I don't know why. I'm going to have to explain. I'm going to have to come back and tell you something else about this. Anyways, now I want to go over this one more time, in which 2014 we added in the year. 2 plus 0 equals 17. B and O, Barack Obama. 17 plus 1, 18, and 4 is 22. That's life. Now let's do it again. 0 equals 6 and 2 is 8. Plus 1 is 9 and 4 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. That's all you want to know. 1 and 3 is 4. Once you're inside the circle of the 9 lives, 4 by 9 is your 36th creation. Let me go back one step now. I'm not really happy with this video. I didn't even do my thing on time yet, but this is Monopoly money. $686 that we did. When I add it all up together, it becomes 74. The number to Jesus, the number of time. 9, 30, 31, 41, 51, 55, 65, 66, 67, and 7, 74, 766. Why? Because all zeros get 6. 6 by 6 is 36, times 7 is 210, and 42 is 252. That's a low shoe number. That's a low shoe number. 252. 522, 110 stories of the Twin Towers. 5 times 2 is 10, times 2 is 20 in the 20 world. Now what it does, and I didn't mark this down, and I didn't even get it into the last video, but when you take number 28, okay, it reduces to 26, and then when you take number 26, it reduces to 20. So you get transmission. That was when you mentioned the queen at 62 and the dog at 26. Anyways, you get 760. The maximum hours in a day is 24. X is the 24th letter. Add them all up, you get 300. Okay? Now we did a maximum in here, and I don't know if I did it in a previous video, but you get a maximum over here of what? You can't put 2 D's because it would be 1,000. So this is the maximum you get. 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 880, 885, 888. 5, 6, 7, 8, 850, 880, 885, 888. Never LC. Why never LC? L and C, C and L. You can put the L in front of C, but you can't put the L before the C because it'll only say L. LC is a cow. The cow has four nipples, and she chews her cud twice. L and C, when you put them together, it equals to 150, and it's one of the reasons for the 50 passage. The 150 is the center core. It also stands for 1.5, and the letter O, because it's the circle within The 100 is the whole field, the football field, and the 50 is the circle. It's the medallion in the center of the field. It's the teams, 6 and 6. Why? Because you have 6 and 5 actually, and then you have the crowd. The crowd is in you. In time, if we count time and we split time apart, we will go 2 times 78. If we used an addition of 1 to 12, it equals to 78. But if we count 12 moons, it equals 336. 178, 414. DNA. Only with the queen. DNA does not come out with the king. Do you know why the DNA doesn't come out with the king? It's because you're the king and it's your DNA. It's your name over your DNA. Here's your name. Here's your DNA. That's your queen. You're the owner of it all. You ain't worth shit. Whatever you change inside of you is what you become after. Let me look back a little bit. If you count the hours of time, there are, in Roman numerals, there are 17 ones equaling to a total of 153, and it says ace cat. 17 ones equals 17 plus 153 equals 170, 0. 8. 11. There are 11 V's. 11 V's at 5 value is 55. This is the spirit of 76 is inside 5. So you'd have 5, 6, and 7 right away. 18. The total between 5 and 5, because there are 11 V's, and they have a total of 22. That's 2, 4, and 2. You would actually say this is the house you live in, right here and right here. The spirit of 76 and 242 puts the cap of Neptune on your head. The total is 297. 29 is your entry of the 7th gate. When you have 22 times 10, because you have 22, there are 22 X's on the clock of 24 hours. 10 is a value, you get 220, and that's the power up, 220 energy. There are 22 times 24, the letters in the X. 20 times 24 is 480. 2 times 24 is 48. 48, 48, because you're supposed to really add them up all separately, not together. Everybody gets its own window. 524 equals to 120, and this is the 15 pool balls when you add them up. When you add up the 2, you get 744, the 7th gate of Barack Obama. 4 by 4 is 16. By the one spirit light, 4 plus 4, 4 times 4, pH and X, the light of the phoenix. 7 times 4 is 28, is the Einstein theory, and how you get 74 times 22 is 1776. 7 by 4 is 28, and 13 times 28 is 364 for the moons in the year, leaving out 1 day and a quarter. 4 by 4 is 16, which equals 70, and 42, which is 112. 112 would, again, equal to 4 moons. When you split them apart and add them together, over here, I'm taking it from this side. This is the value in Roman numerals, equals 292. 2 times 9 is 18. 2 plus 9 is 11, and 18 is 29 again. 2 and 9 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 1 is 2. This is the same thing as if I took number 36. 3 and 6 is 11. 3 and 6 is 9. 2 and 9 is 11. If I took the 3 times 6 is 18, which is 9 times 2 is 18. They're in the same realm. The answer in a 10-10 world is 2, 8, and 3. 7 and 5 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 2 and 5 is 7 plus 1 is 8. 2 in this area, 283. Now when you take this over here, this one, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 equals 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 equals 4. They both equal 13. 9 and 8 are the same letter for H. 23 is the creation. It creates 11. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3. 2 and 8 is in the 10 world. Now, we don't care about this, but this is what I want to show you. In regular numbers, in letters from the alphabet, from Roman numerals over to letters in the alphabet, we get a total of 524, 242, and 153. This here is bad. This here is ace. This here is bed. Bed, bad, or be good. Let's look at it that way, but there is no be good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 4, 5, 6, and 5 is 11. 11. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 11, 9. 8, 2, 9. 8, 2, 9. 8, 2, 9. And 8, 2, 9. 2 nines in the front. Aye, aye, Captain. 8, 2, 8. 9, 8, 2. Funny the way it recycles it. 8, 2, 8. 9, 9, 2. 6, 8, 7. See the 7 on the bottom? All 2's become 7 when they're flipped upside down. All I got to do is this. Doesn't it look perfect? And why it would work is because everything's made on an angle. So the totality of what I just did is equal to, let me see, 9, 11, 12, 12, 11. 12, 11. 1, 12 is 3, 11 is 2. 32. Creation of the clock, number 23, 23 hours in the day. I'm going to show you something really small. Has anybody ever put bricks on a house? You ever put bricks on a house? Just turns into 52s all the time. Roman numerals. When you get to number 2, which is the secondary world, it's I and I. 18 plus 2 is 20. You're into this world, you're into this millennium. 3 equals 27 plus 3 equals the 30, the creation and the millennium. 4 is 4 plus 33 equals 37. Welcome into the creation of the millennium. This is Nibiru. This is the Christ. Nibiru and the Christ come out in the same number, and delta, 4 and 6, is the Zion. At the same time, this is 4. This is 9 plus 22. Somehow I got a mistake there, but let me look that over. I'm so happy. I like when I get mistakes because I wasn't happy with that answer anyways. And then again, it wasn't wrong. 22 and 9 is 31. Plus 4 is 35. Wow. Okay. Okay. This is what I got. But if I brought it out into the real world, okay, if I brought it out into the real world, 4 plus 22, that's 26. That's the dog pound right away. 26. 26 minus 9 is 17. This is the queen. Here we have an 8. Here we have an 8. Flip this around or flip this around, and again we get 88. V is 22. It's also the 5 o'clock. But everything is the way it is. We have the 2 lines I didn't count, where we're not going to count them. Equals 27 red. Win the life of a big red dog, because 22 says life. 5 is the energy, and that's your big red dog. Probably barking out the orders all the time inside your heart. Now we go to this one. We were here. Now we're here. See the difference? The same ones, but it's worth 2 more. Why is it worth 2 more? Because the 2 is over here. It's the same in the alphabet. The same thing. They're in the same place in the alphabet. But the area shows 2 difference. 22 plus 6 plus 9, 37. Now you have Nibiru. Now it makes sense. Take the 7. Take the 7th gate. 22 plus 9 plus 9 equals 40. 40 plus 7, 47 equals time. 7th gate gives you time. Moon time. H-I-N and Z. And H-I-N and Z are on angles, these letters. Okay? Then you have 8. Here's your 8. Here's your 22. 3 by 9 is 27 red. Here's your big red dot. You still have it. 27 red. Before you had it one way, now you have it a different way. Here you had it in the total, your heart. Now you've got your heart with your electronic world. Bringing on the moon of time, eternal 8, the 8th world, 4 and 4. 7 by 7 is 49. Green 8 equals to 49 and 49. You bring it to the 9 world, it's 9. See, somehow there's a mistake here. Oh yes, it's 9. Plus the value is 9. So inside of it, what you don't see here, you get over here, you get a double 9. Plus you get the dog pound, 24. 24 and 9 is 42. 42 is a representation okay, of 9 and 5. So now you bring 9 and 5 together, 27, 69, NINEFIVE equals the same thing. Now what we're going to do in here is we're going to go 9 minus 9 equals 24. The other way around, it's equal to 24 because it's on this left side of the 10, making the 10 a 9. Put the 9 over here. We show the 9 minus the 9 plus the 10, 24, equals the 24, equals the 8 and 6. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 equals 8 and 6. It's perfect. 24, 51, area of Mars. That's exactly what it is, area of Mars. If you look at them both, 54 becomes the sun. If we double them up. 9 doubles up because it's 2 worlds. It's funny the way it just happened. It just did. And it's not 5. It's going to either be this one or this one. 5 is automatically with this. After that, the 6 and the 4 come together with the 5. Because the 5 comes in the world by 4, 5, and 6. Federation def. If you add on the 1 hour to the 24th hour, it equals 25. So add on 25 to 300, you get 325. 3 times 25 is 75. 75 is the year we're in. 52 is Earth. 25 is Jack. 32 is the back door. 3 by 2 is 6 by 5 is 30. 30 plus 10 equals 40. That's the blue world. That's the electronic world. If we take 40, okay, and we go over here, we take this 30, 40, add 40 onto this, 40 onto 325, you got the 365 days of the year, and all you did is add up the alphabet. How come it worked twice? Because you added up like this. 8 to x equals 300 plus y is 25. 25. Then what you did is you did not count the Z letter. You don't count the Z letter. We're counting only here. 3 times 2, 3 plus 2 equals to your 365. Now what we're going to do is 365 plus the Z is 26. 26 becomes 391. 3 times 91 equals 273. $273, okay, happens to be 3 suits adding up 13, 13, and 13, which is the 39 world, adding up the 3 suits equals 273. 2 times 7, 2 plus 7, 2 times 7 is 14, times 3 is 42. That's the number in the Mayan, 13, 14, and 15. 13, 14, and 15. 13 and 15 are black, make 28. 28 is man, and he sits on the 14 cross. 14 cross must be the steeple of all the churches. That's what it seems to be. The steeple. Dairy cattle are called limousines. They're number 42. $10, $11, $12, all the way up to 24. The maximum you can get staying under 50, okay, is X, V, 111 is 91. One side. This is one side. If I go on the other side, I'll put another X. There's 3 sides. I'm only adding up one side. And all the sides get these. Everybody gets these 3. Oh, excuse me, the center one doesn't. But all the others 2 worlds get these 3 here. Shows it over here, how it works. When you get to the 10, you do it this way. When you get to the 5, it's on the other page, you do it the other way. This equals number 1, equals 34, equals 1. See, Lovejoy? We did that yesterday. Anyways, I'm a little tired. And we get the spirit light over here, 16. Now we add the moon, 57, 19, 19, 19. 24, 46, and 9 is 57. Nibiru and 666 world, the connected factors right here, number 18. We go here to number 19, or Super Bowl number 19. This is Super Bowl number 19 when Denver lost. Look what it shows you. 19, 3 and 4, man's mind. One of man's mind is connected mind, 3 and 4. 3 times 19 is 57. 24, and 24 is 48, and 9 is is 57. But now let's remove the 9. So this becomes 24. 48 minus 9 is 39. So now we get 39, 49, 58. 58 says angel. And this comes to a representation. When I'm done with it, it'll say 55, and you will get the 55 by 7 times 6 is 42, plus 7 plus 6. In fact, 8 by 5 is 40. 8 plus 5 is 13, equals 53. 5 times 3 is 15. 5 plus 3 is 8, equals 23. 3553 that we had from the second page. 1753. In between George Washington's birth, 22 years from this number George Washington was born. And 36 years, okay, which makes a total of, let me see, 22 plus 36 equals to 58, equals to a number we just spoke about, the number of the angel, 58. This is 48 plus 20 is 68. 20th century, 68. This is the Super Bowl we're in right now. 21. 48. See the way we get 48 and 48 connects twice. Over here. Excuse me, no it doesn't. 48. It's not with that, but 48. Anyways, leave that. This is the passage. This 48 is the Super Bowl. This 48 is the Super Bowl. Here's the 9. And here's the 21. 78. This is the mind. 21 equals to the mind. Now we're at 22. This is the one I've been looking at. 22 plus 48 again. 48, 48, 48, 48. They're all 2 x's. You got to add the x's together, or you can do them with a separation. Lo and behold, 24, 9, 24. Then it'll only be 3. 48, 48, 48, 48, 48. 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row. 5 in a row with nothing. 5 in a row with 1. 5 in a row with 2. 5 in a row with 3. Ding dong. 5 in a row with 1 and B. 22 and 66. This is your 88. This is the repeat. This one over here is the repeat. The 22. If I want that, was there anything to remove? I can remove this one over here if I want. But anyways, I did all the numbers the way I tried to do it on the clock. The birth certificate and the roulette table, they fit together. "24 hours a day, counting the minutes, count the Minnesota. Minnesota minutes, time of the Vikings. 64 metric minutes, 90 seconds, regular seconds to a minute, equals 96 minutes, 1 metric hour. Raphael 7286 on the constellation of Pegasus. The other thing is Nova Scotia, something to do with Nova Scotia. Essex Junction. Did I do it all? Did I get it all done? So I showed you all the X's. I'm just going to go over one small thing, okay? There are 22 properties in Monopoly. There are 22 X's in Roman numerals in the 24-hour day. The 24-hour day, okay, has 11 V letters. The V letter, okay, it has 11. Because the greatest distance between any number, okay, is X and L. And that's your extra large. The greatest distance, X and L. L is 12, X is 24, equals 36, your creation. And you can go 3 by 6, 3 plus 6 is 27. And the L is 12, 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 is 5. 5 and 27 is 59. And we'll talk about that later because all it says is E-I-E-I-O. There are 17 ones, 11 fives, 22 X's. 17, 11, 22. 8, 2, 4. 8 days a week, 24 hours. 8 times 24. 8 times 2 is 16. 8 times 4 is 68. Is that what I said? 8 by 2 is 16. 16 by 4 is 64. 6 times 4, 6 plus 4, says the one and only. We did the chip off the old block. We did time. This piece we did not do. So did we say the total was, let me go back one more time. There's 22, 33, 43. There are 50 digits used in Roman numerals. And the 50 digits used equal to counting 24 hours. It equals in letter time to 300. There are 50 numbers equaling to 24 hours. The total is 300 divided by 50 equals 6. Not only that, but 50 to 0 becomes 56. 5 times 6, 5 plus 6 equals 41. Game, go to go. One time around, one life around. You end up in the Mediterranean, then the Mediterranean, hello, under the ground. The Mediterranean, it means to go under the ground. So maybe when you get to 41, you're under the ground, and you're out of life, or you're into a new life. What else is there? So there's 50 of that. Now, okay, I'm going to use it and say there's another 50 because I also count them in regular numbers, in regular letters, I mean. So there's 50 and 50. Oh, my pen's not working. 50 and 50. 50 in numbers and 50 in Romans. So that's 100. So I get 300 here. Now I have to add up the regular numbers, which adds up to 919, which makes 919. Let me see this. 919 plus in that, and it's 300 in that, is 919 plus 300 is 1219. It's 1219. It's 100 numbers used. 100, everything. This is 1. Okay? There's 100 used, and they totaled to 1219. 1219 equals to 31. Or 19 is the moon. 12 is 3. 3 moons of 19 because it's on the digital 8. When I have 1, 2, I have 1, 2, 8 because I have the digital in between. Why did I do that? I wanted to divide them. I don't know why. But if I have 1219, can we switch around this number to mean anything else? What can it possibly mean? L and S, if we want. Or S and L. Don't know what it means. What if I just said A, B, A? 11 times 11 is 121 in the Mayan world, in the 5th month. 5 is the same as 9. What if I went 61? And what number would 2 change to? Would it be a 5 or would it be a 7? 61, 51. 61, 51 is the light within the arse of man and the mind of Mars. Raphael 7286. Why? Because Mars and Venus go together. There's a little bit of Mars bars in every one of us. And Venus, for sure, we stand up tall, dividing and coming together electronically, built out of the sands of Earth. From the Jupiter electronics and the Saturn planet, they brought us together to build the mind, and we are fleshy robotics. Raphael 7286 on the constellation of Pegasus. This is the day, my friends. This is the day for those who look, you shall find. What you perceive and what you believe are 2 different things. what you wish to happen and what happens will only show you the difference. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I started this book yesterday and I'm done, 40 pages. What should I do? I just want to show you one more thing about the book. It says 80 pages. Everything else is in French. Okay? Even down here. I want to tell you one thing that I missed telling you before. Well, telling whatever. Is that it's not fair. Do you know how much small writing? Don't worry about it. Don't read the small writing. You don't have to know. Well, next time somebody tells me I don't want to read the small writing, I'm going to sign my name on it saying unread or not applicable. They write, this is the mistake on the book right here. Anybody who has a book, in French it should say feuille. Feuille means like a leaf off a tree. A leaf off a tree has two sides. When a leaf falls down to the ground, do you call that leaf two? Because it's got two sides. Why don't you call it three? Because it's got a stem. It was hanging onto the tree. Pages is not feuille. This is a lie. I bought over 100 books from them. They owe me 100 books. There's only 40 pages in here. Two sides to 40 pages. That's it. So your whole life, it's been double or nothing. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I got one little tiny little thing. This is my word. Sesame Street. See Maine, is it Maine? Maine, Vermont, Mesa, 288, 7th gate, electricity, Dove, Purple Rain. What was I showing you on this? I'm trying to look. There was something on here that I really liked. Oh, I remember. It was the combination of Pepsi and Cheerios. Chips and Dove. Completely different. I mean, not even in the same area of thought. And then what this guy said. Qui me donne mon hôpital, après je verrai pour mon avenir politique. Qui va donner mon hôpital, après je verrai pour mon avenir politique. So he's asking, who's going to give me a hospital after that? Okay? Who's going to give me a hospital? After that, I'll take care of my politics. Like, give me the hospital, give me a little extra funds. It's not the way it should work. Okay, that's it. Anything else? Truth or not truth? The blood of the students. The orphelins I've been talking about with the roulette, this is the blood of the students. This is a menu from Moza Burger from A and W. Count from A to W, okay, you'll be counting 276. Okay, but it says AEW is 281. 281 is 162. It's the doghouse we're in because of the birth of Venus. They're telling us we're getting good beef. It's all beef, okay, but without a students. 11 out. You understand? 10, 11. This says 5, 1 year. 5 years or 1 year. This is all deceiving. It's all deceiving. 3, 5. But you notice? Student in French. If this was in Roman numerals, okay, look at the L. Lev says your lips. Okay? V is 5. L is 50. If you hold it this way or this way, this would be M1000, M1000. We 1000, take away 50 from this one over here. You know, let's say one is this way, the other one's this way, the other one's this way, one's this way. Well, look the way they knit your clothes. What, do you think they put it all the same way? 1,000, 2,000, 1,950. 1,950. 9,000. Oh, I'm sorry. 3,000. L and V. Lev, love. I'm not exactly sure what it would be. Okay? But I'm just going to give you the English version. 15 plus 12 is 27, 49. Eternal 8. Eternal life. Eternal life. 19, 20, 34. 1920. San Antonio. 14. 2014 is the same numbers. And it also looks like Sam. 19, 20. And 14 is 34, 44, 53. 8. Eternal life of 8. Whatever 8 gets. But you see this? Here you are. Here's your M. Here's your V. Next to your C. 5 and 3. Why 5 and 3? Roman numerals 5. Alphabet 3. 100, this here, 100, 105. Is there any other Roman numerals that are next to each other? M is 1000. We had to cut off the wing. The wing is not with it. M is all alone. D. Right here. See this over here? Look at that. We got it in a row. 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. 6, 5, 4, 3. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. This one is the 9. It's caught in between 4, 5, and 6. The death of the Federation, 4, 5, and 6. So everything's got its ways. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I'm so sorry that it went to a minute, but like I said, I'm not quite sure really what I know, but I know that if somebody else is into numbers and stuff, and if I can help, if you ask me a question, I can tell you what my revelation is with it, and then you can look deeper, but it's only a revelation of thought and a calculated guess, just like my doctor. Oh yeah, you'll be okay. What if I'm not? It's okay, 7 out of 10 were right, and the other 3 just died. Raphael, have a good Super Bowl. I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Messer, for you. These are my pants. That's it. I'm all colored up. Thank you for watching this video.